Live and direct. That's how we do it. If we're in Kansas City, we're just gonna make this next Ankh out of brass this time. We're gonna step to a 12 gauge, a little bit thicker wire. Remember the wire, if you take my class, Tool and Wire Basics 101, you understand that the weight of the stones require a heavier gauge wire. So you can't have a flimsy little wire trying to wrap a larger stone. And with Aboriginal Bling Blam, our style is more stone, less wire. So that means our base and foundation has to be solid and firm that we can set our stone on and wrap to it and be good. So that's right about here. All right, see this wire right here? So we got right here. So live and direct. Before you always give you a little piece of steel wool right here, as you can see. Nothing major. At your local hardware store, what it does is knocks off the oxidation. These are base metals, not precious metals. So your precious metals will oxidate, but not as fast. You still need to polish them up with a polishing cloth or something like that. But they're base metals, your coppers, your brasses, your nickels, things like that. Bronzes you want to polish up, it's going to oxidate through time. So before we even get to wrapping, we hit it with the cloth, hit it with the wire first, and then hit it with the cloth. And you see we got a whole lot of better look already. See how it's looking already? So we don't want to have to do extra work when we don't have to. All right, so I cut this at about a length that makes sense to me. It's actually close to about maybe 2 feet. And let's do it. Let's get started. Just gonna use this hammer at the top here to get started. I'm gonna be a double ringed Ankh, so it could be nice and fresh and funky for you. That's what it looked like so far. All right. Excuse me. There we go. So what I want to do with this is this. A little bit like that. All right. It's my double ring. See that? That's the top of the Ankh so far. Now let's make it funky. You know what? Let's make that a little bit longer. Let's take that a little bit further out. We're gonna have a little length on this one. As you see, still bubbling and grooving, still hustling and moving. As y'all can hear, my little son in the back playing with his Beyblades. Or enjoying himself, whatever he's doing. It's all good. We're in Kansas City for Kwanzaa 2022, the 41st citywide edition, put on by the Kansas City area chapter of the United National Black United Front in Buff, down at the historic 18th and Vine district at the Gym Theater. Always a beautiful thing. The Kwanzaa market happens it's open from basically 6 to almost 9:30 or 10, depending on what time the program gets finished. The program begins at 7 inside the theater, where they have welcomings and light the Kanara, pour libations for the elders and ancestors, for the ancestors. And it's a beautiful thing. Beautiful, beautiful thing. One of the council persons were out yesterday. Local people, business people, politicians all come out and celebrate and honor the beautiful wonders and wonderment that Kwanzaa has for a beautiful community. Last night was Kujichagulia. Today is Ujima, which means collective works and responsibility. So I know for a fact, that the individual can be strong, must be strong, but in the end, it all adds into something else. So collectively, we have to work. Always have to think collectively. Always must be responsible in that collectivity. And that's what we have right now. That part. So now, let's take this heavy mandrel here and take this beautiful this hammer here, this jeweler's hammer. This one has a waffle head on the front. You can see the different gradations, rounded head here. What that's gonna do is take this rounded wire, put some effect on it, and so it catches light, and whoever's going to own this is going to feel good because the sunlight's going to hit it, the light's going to hit it, and it's going to bling and pop. It's going to be that bling blam effect. That's what we want. People get confused and think that, bling blam is for me. No. That's the desired effect of the units in the jewelry. When I first came up with the name Aboriginal Bling Blam, I made some jewelry and I looked at it and I said, Aboriginal Bling Blam! And that was it. Ever since. Yeah, it's gotta have the bling and the blam. To make it do what it do, how it do. Anyways, back to collective works and responsibility. So when your brethren's doing a new project and he needs he's looking to get it off the ground, it could use a strength, or your sister's got something going on, and what you do assists or can be as complementary to what they have going on. Don't be afraid to give a strength. As a matter of fact, that's part of what this video is about as well. Shout out to the entire Gravity family. The Gravity launching, so let people know that we have our own media too. We can control our own internet media. We control our own opportunities. We control our own destiny. So shout out to Gravity. Aboriginal Bling Blam in the place alongside. Long time I've been doing videos, but it always a good push when someone outside of yourself sees your talent and sees your worth and recognizes that things could be complementary, in other words, balanced. Yeah, when you hear that outside voice, it reminds you of the mission you're supposed to be on anyway. So this is a good push for me to get back, move forward, I should say, into this mission. And what better way to do it than to share it with my brethren and his platform as well. So collective works and responsibility. You know what I'm saying? I told him I'd have the videos, being responsible. Shout outs to Marcus Fire every single time. Yo, King. But yeah, all right. So while I was talking, I was hammering. I got most of it done here. We got one final bit to do. I want to get that texture all the way in and around, all up on it. You dig? Remember, we have a whole academy coming out called the Aboriginal Bling Blam Academy, where basically I am going to teach courses online and in person of to do exactly what I do, how to do it, everything about my business, how I do it is going to be. So this is not, so it's not easy to put together. So it's a lot of planning, writing, execution, and of course, making it happen, promoting, all of that. So these things will be coming out, but the cornerstone class I've had these things written out and fleshed out, is a class that's online now. We'll be getting classes listed here in early 23 during the winter, which is Tool and Wire Basics 101. This is a cornerstone course. So what I mean by that is, before you learn to make earrings, necklaces, or whatever, the other stuff that I do, the other dynamic things I do like this, you have to understand and get the dexterity how to use these tools, know about the tools, where to get the tools, the various things about the wires, various sizes, different types of wires, how to get the wires, whether online or in your local city, where to get them at, no matter where you stay at, and for the most part. Same way with the tools. So these things you have to know first, because this class is designed to give the student the opportunity to strengthen their hand-eye coordination. Okay, that's important because everyone has creativity, but a lot of people want to wrap jewelry, but they get lost in quick, fast, in a couple days, couple tries, because they realize that it's cumbersome. One, the tools that they have are made for beadwork typically. The stuff that you get, most of the jewelry stores, the chains like Michael's and Hobby Lobby, etc., are made for beading work. So those wires are going to be like 16 gauge up. 16 gauge is about as heavy as it's going to get. 16 gauge up to high 20s. And remember that in wire gauge, the higher the number, the smaller the wire. Okay? So the 16 gauge and up is really, when you get over 20, it starts to get thin. This example right here is 20 gauge, about as far as I go in the 20s. I'll go 22 from time to time, but that's about it, you know. Put next to my finger, you can see what that looks like. So this is what I use for top wrapping. But anyways, in the course, you learn all about all these things and the techniques and tactics. Not only I offer methods to increase your hand-eye coordination and your dexterity. It's basically dexterity with these tools. You know, unlocking what's in your mind to these tools so that you can create the pattern and design that you already had in your mind already, or to do whatever you need to do. I also teach ergonomics too, how to not put stress on your wrist, your elbow, your shoulder, all these things. So there's different techniques that you can use to endure and that you can do it no matter what body type or structure you have. If you're a smaller person or you're a lady just getting used to the tools, there's still techniques that you can, I share that will bring relief and won't put so much strain on specific parts of the arm and wrist, that thing. So yeah, so that's what's covered in that, and that's a very important thing. So And with that comes a group online on Facebook of other students. So you can always mingle with them, work with them, show them what you worked in. I do offer folks, they need to come up with, I do give them exercises that they can improve on to after the class. The class is a 90-minute course, I should say, on Zoom. But afterwards, like I said, there's a support group online, and I give people tasks to work on to improve their hand-eye coordination long and gone after the show, after the class. At the same time, it's not just willy-nilly things, it's things that you can use later. Like we work on making links, the simple links. So even though you're practicing making links, you'll have some that are good, some that are bad. Get rid of the ones that are bad, the ones that are good, you can save them to make maybe a chain later, or whatever the case may be, okay? But yeah, that's what's covered in that class. And that's what we have right here for this Ankh. And I believe we're gonna put one of these stones in here. Should it be this one? What you think about the black, let's see, the Apache tear? Should it be the Apache tear in there? Lapis? Well, there's kind of fire in there already. Amethyst? What you think? What you think? What you think? The amethyst? Can the amethyst go on in there? Or the clear quartz? What y'all think? Let me know what you think below. And you know, there's the thing about my work is that when you start from scratch, when you're at the base level of creativity, you can go any which way you want to go with it. So I offer that service to, you know, I sell products, but most importantly, I sell my craft. I sell my skill set. In other words, if you have an idea or you have your own stones, you have your own design that you have in mind, present it to me and I'll build to your specs. Not a problem. That's what we do. That's all part of on my website. Go to the custom tab and fill out the information and make a note about what you got going on. There are examples of other designs I have done. If you hit the style gallery or the lookbook, you'll see various different things that I've done. I just hit the cursor on it or click on it and it'll tell you it'll be style number 300, 310 or whatever the case may be, and just make that a note. I make a note so I have at least a reference point, and then just let me know which metal you prefer to do in that style. If you like that stone that you see in that picture, or if you like a different stone, just let me know. Or if you're looking for a different if you're looking for a specific meaning or specific trait out of a stone, we'll look those stones up. You tell me the traits you're looking for, and we'll go get those stones together, and you make your own decision. I'll send you some pics, and you can say, I like perhaps to work with this one or that one or whatever the case may be. So yeah, that's what we got going on. And you have to stick around and see what's going on in part 2 to see what we do next. All right. Peace. Ross Tree, Aboriginal Bling Blam. At the end of December, it's Kwanzaa time in Kansas City. 15 years of business since 2007, non-stop Aboriginal Bling Blam, and it's been a blessing, and we're ever so thankful. Shout outs to my family, my boys, each of the mothers, respect, honor, and to all my people out there who have supported through the years, whether you have supported me and my craft, me and all my other artistries all at once, or variations, all of it, pieces, parts. I'd like to say respect and honor, much gratitude to you. And to all the patrons of Aboriginal Bling Blam, I'm gonna keep serving up this good stuff for you. Stay with me, stay tuned in, share, like, subscribe, tell a friend, bring a friend. Next time we're gonna keep doing this live and direct. I'm just waking up, it's early in the morning, and we're at it. Boom, next video.